Hey, it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. So, excuse the gum chewing because I'm sure I'm going to be chewing gum throughout this short video. Because I'm dealing with acid reflux. That's unfortunately one of the symptoms I'm dealing with while I'm pregnant. And I'm on prescription to help with the heartburn, so I'm not really dealing with heartburn as much as I was. I mean, I might have like a slight one every now and then, but it's not that bad at all. It's the burping. I get a lot of burping. That's annoying. I just can't wait for that to stop. And so I read that gum chewing helps with like soothing acid reflux and like burping and stuff like that, because it brings up a lot of saliva and it soothes it. I don't know, but they say it helps, so I'm trying it out. I guess it kind of distracts it, I'm not sure, but I'm trying it out. I'm doing whatever I can to minimize or minimize these symptoms and kind of enjoy the rest of my pregnancy. Currently I'm 6 months and I have 3 more months to go. For those that don't follow me, because I had posted up a gender reveal on my Instagram a month ago, and I am currently carrying a boy. This is not like I'm not doing pregnancy updates and stuff, but I know people have asked, but I'm not in that vlogging thing yet. That's not my plan right now. Maybe once I get used to being a YouTuber and I become more popular, maybe. And excuse me with the ums and the slowing of the delaying of the vocabulary, is because this was a spare the moment thing, for one, and two, I'm feeling like kind of bloated because I did just eat like maybe an hour ago. But I will give you an update for this video. No, this is not a Selena video. If you thought it was, then sorry, but it's not. So I am, like I said, 6 months. I am 3 months. I got 3 months more to go. Am I afraid? As of right now, I'm not afraid, which is weird because I worry about everything. But for some reason, I'm not like thinking about labor or what's to come and what's happens afterwards. I guess once it gets closer to it, then I will be probably a little bit more worried and afraid. Right now, that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm just going through these daily routines of symptoms. So the symptoms that I've had in the beginning of my pregnancy was, of course, nausea, missed period, obvious, nausea, cravings. I didn't have like outrageous cravings, but it's just cravings of things that I really wasn't eating before I was pregnant, and that I just was like, I want it because I guess because I haven't had it for so long, because I was trying to, you know, live a better lifestyle by being more healthy and being conscious of what I eat. That once I became pregnant, I was like, I threw all that out the window, and I was eating things that I enjoyed when I was a little girl, or, you know, like McDonald's. I'm not really a McDonald's person, but I was craving a lot of that, and then, you know, but I stopped eating that because it made me sick. So, you know, I was craving things that I didn't eat for a while, that, you know, I was just like, let me just eat it. Now, other symptoms, of course, nausea, I said, especially after, you know, if I haven't ate for a long period of time, I'll get nauseated. And even when after I eat, a little while after I eat, I get nauseated. So it's like, you do if you damn if you don't. That's basically. But I mean, the nausea calmed down once I entered like my fourth month, I think, like middle of fourth month. I don't remember, but it calmed down a lot since the beginning of my pregnancy. The sensitivity to smells, OMG. I wouldn't wish that on my enemy. Like, I can't even enjoy walking. I used to love walking, taking walks, and before I was pregnant, you know, taking walks or just being outside. I'm outside now, but I wanted to be out because I didn't want to be in the house because of that very reason. Like, the sensitivity to smells, like everything smells to me. Not necessarily stink, but it just strong smells like make me nauseous or it irritates my nose or whatever. So in my apartment, I can smell everything. My apartment doesn't stink. It's just, you know, I can smell material that I wouldn't smell when I wasn't pregnant. Like, I could smell the leather, I could smell the wood, I could smell everything. You know, I could smell when my neighbors are either smoking or whatever. I can smell everything, to the point where I had to force myself to buy some plug-ins from Bath & Body Works, which I was not afraid to do because even the Bath & Body Works smell was overwhelming. But I just found some fragrances that was suitable for my nose, and I just plugged it all over my house. Now, it gave me some comfort, but now that I've gotten used to it, it's like, it's a little overwhelming at times, but I'd rather endure that than whatever else. But it's still like, that's the reason why I had to come out the house, because the smells was just too strong and too overpowering. And it's really nothing I can do. Like, I'm tired of smelling the, you know, doctors said, well, use peppermint or like lavender. I don't like the smell of lavender, even before I was pregnant. Citrus, no, like none of those work. The fresh air even smell make me nauseous. Then, like, you know, you can, when you walk past people's houses or whatever, they're washing clothes, you can smell the detergent. Like, I had to change everything. Like, I like good smelling clothes when I wash my clothes, but I had to change out my clothes detergent and and buy unscented, like hand stuff, clothes detergent, stuff like that, because it was just too, it made me sick. The throwing up and all of that, to the point where, like, I'm considering not having any more kids. I don't think I want any more kids, because I know everybody say pregnancy is so different, every pregnancy is different. I don't even want to bet on it. I don't even want to, you know, I don't want to bet on that, because even though this pregnancy is not that bad, the symptoms that I'm enduring is bad for me, because I want to get back to my normal self. And yeah, so I don't think I want to have any more kids. No. I mean, it might change, but I don't think I am. But that's like, and I'm still going through the sensitivity to smells. I can't stand it. I can't wait till I have this baby, so my, you know, symptoms will go away and all that. So that's what that is with the pregnancy. I know some people were asking. So, but this is not what this video is about. It's about some things that I'm struggling with, and I need like some advice in the comment section. Now, this is like the first that I really like open myself up to people I don't know, but anything helps. So yesterday, I was celebrating my aunt's birthday, my aunt's 50th birthday, and I was, you know, chilling and conversing and eating with my cousins, who I haven't seen in a while because we all don't live in the same area, but we came together for my aunt's birthday party. And something stuck out to me because we were just conversing, laughing and everything. And then there was like one particular person or people that came that I don't really like. And, well, I don't like. And one of my cousins was like, well, both of my cousins were like, why are you so mean? Why you don't like nobody? And it really hurt my feelings. And I don't know if it's the pregnancy or whatever, because I get that a lot. I got that a lot from my mother. Like, you're so standoffish. You're so this and this and this. And I'm like, if I'm such a bad person, why are you around me? And then it makes, you know, that's how depression starts. When people constantly like criticize you on whatever you do, and it brings you down. Like, it's like everybody is not built on this earth to like everybody. I don't understand why people act like it's such a crime to dislike somebody. Just like I know everybody don't like me, whether you know me or not. You're not gonna like everybody. I mean, I would love for people to like me because I'm a likable person. But the difference is with me, is the people perceive me as mean because I'm not an outgoing person. That doesn't necessarily mean you stuck up. That doesn't necessarily mean that you don't really like people. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're mean. It could be any reason. It could be anxiety. It could be shyness. It can be, you know, having difficulties with rejection. It could be any of those things. And I've always struggled with, you know, conversing, like being the first to converse with people. I've always struggled with, you know, starting conversations with people that I don't know or barely see, or, you know, stuff like that, because, I don't like their vibes or whatever, because that's just me. I'm just afraid of rejection. And then sometimes it's just hard for me to open up to people because I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not an outgoing person. But I do have an outgoing friend that I've been friends with since the 11th grade. And, you know, like the friends that I have, like I have one introvert friend and I have one extrovert friend. And I could be myself around both of them. Not 100%, but majority of, you know, I would say with my extrovert friend, I can be myself like in 90%, 95%. And then my introvert friend, I can be myself maybe about 80% And that's because my extrovert friend has a more outgoing look. I mean, outgoing personality, and has a more, you know, more of an advanced outlook on things versus the introverted friend, because it seemed like she's more sheltered. No, nothing wrong with that, because I lived a sheltered life, and yeah, and all of that. But we're not gonna go into that. But yeah, so it's hard for me, but it's easier for me to open up to them because we've been friends for so long, and their personalities, I like their vibes, and even though they're different people, we mesh well together, and I like their vibes. Their vibes are, you know, they got good vibes. I mean, no, they're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We have our disagreements, but our vibes mesh well. Like, we cool, and I can open up to like people like that. But if I don't, and I'm very observant. So I watch everything. I don't mean like I stare at people, but if I see a person that I may have not seen in a while, or I may, you know, just see a person that's like around me, or, you know, like for example, at a family event of mine, and I know this person or of this person, and I watch their moves. I watch, not like staring, not like single white female type stuff. I just watch how they interact. I watch their movements, and I think about, can I mesh well with that person? Can I vibe with that person? And if I don't see a connection, then I'm not going to really talk to you. It's not that I think I'm above you. It's just that we don't connect. So more than likely, I'm going to shut down. More than likely, I'm not going to really open up to you. Now, if you try to open up to me, and then maybe I can, maybe there's a chance. But if your vibes don't mesh well with mine, more than likely, this is more of a high and by situation. Now, this particular person that was at my aunt's thing, I don't like her. I used to be cool with her. Like, she was, you know, cool. She's a lot younger than me. She's not a family member of mine, but she's my aunt's stepdaughter. I mean, I guess you can consider that family because she married her father, but I don't consider her family because I don't talk to her. I'm not close to her or nothing like that. But technically by marriage, she's a part of my family. But I don't like her. I don't like her because, you know, I mean, there was one time when I went to an amusement park with my aunt. She was there, and my cousin, one of my cousins, was there, but she wasn't in the car when this happened. We were on our way to pick her up. Now, my aunt and this person I'm talking about had a disagreement. Now, it's not like she's not a child. She's an adult. She's just younger than me. And they were going back and forth with each other. Now, like, my aunt is not a confrontational person. Like, she's not going to just argue with you. But this person was arguing with her. Like, just saying, she wasn't yelling at her, but she was just she just didn't know when to shut up. She kept going back and forth with her, like trying to have the last word. Now, I was raised that that's disrespectful. I was raised that, you know, when an adult is speaking, and when an adult is, you know, when an adult says enough, it's enough. And that's her stepmother. Now they don't have no bad relationship or nothing. They're really cool. But I don't know how she was raised, but she didn't know when to shut up. And I don't like when people do that. It irritates me because I was raised that's disrespectful to try to have the last word when an adult is talking to you. Whether it's your mom, your aunt, your stepmom, your grandma, your grandpa, whatever. If they say cut it out, that means cut it out. She kept going. And I wanted to intervene, but that wasn't my place. I wasn't doing, because I was dealing with my own stuff with my own friends that day. I had a little disagreement with a friend of mine, one of my friends, and I was texting back and forth with them, and I was already in my feelings because I was supposed to go somewhere with some friends, and I didn't because I found out the plan at the last minute. But I'm not going into that. But I was, you know, going through the motions with that. So I was already in a heated moment that day. But when she was doing that, and the things she was saying, she wasn't saying nothing really disrespectful. It was just the tone and the fact that she just wouldn't shut up. It's like, you need to get the hint. Stop. But she wasn't getting the hint. And it was kind of like annoying me because it was like, you're being disrespectful to me. Not only disrespectful, but you're disrespecting my aunt. That's my aunt. Yes, it's your stepmother, but that's my aunt. That's my blood aunt. And you're like going back and forth with her. Like, I don't appreciate it. But I wasn't going to get in the middle of it. I just didn't like that. And then ever since then, I was just like, nah. Because it's not the first time she's done that. She's done that before. I'm not around them enough to be saying how often that happens. But I know I witnessed it like twice. And I think once when she was younger. And then that time around. But I don't like that. Because my brother does that sometimes with my mom, and I don't like that either. But I don't know if he does it recently. I know he used to do it when he was little and when he was a teenager. But I know teenagers, they try you, whatever. But she wasn't a teenager. She was in her 20s, early 20s or whatever. But still, it was unacceptable. And ever since then, I really didn't care for her like that, because that's just, when you disrespect my family, it's a problem, especially if I'm close to my family. And, you know, I ain't like that. And then there was probably other things that transpired that made me not like her. Like, you know, maybe petty. The one other thing was petty. Her voice, like, I don't know what it is, but it was annoying. It's annoying. It's like when she comes around, I get annoyed. And maybe that's the pettiness in me. I don't know. But I just can't get with the girl. I just can't vibe with her. Like, I don't know. It's just something about her that annoys me. I don't know if it was just the disrespect thing with my aunt, because I can probably move past that. But it's I don't know what it is, but it's just something about her that just I can't click with. It's just like every time I see her, every time I'm around her, I get irritated. Now, help me out. I just don't want to be labeled as a bad or mean person, because I'm not. Like, I'm very nice when you know, with the people that I care about. You know, I'm very nice. Like, I do things for people, but I don't tolerate a lot of things from people. That I will say that I don't. My patience is, you know, it's starting to wear thin as I get older, because I don't tolerate a lot of things from grown people. But like, I know she's not a bad person. It's just her presence it just irritates me. And my cousins I didn't tell one of my cousins the backstory of why I really don't really like this person, because I forgot about it. But I told my other cousin, she was understanding about it. But the other one that I didn't tell about it was like judgmental, like, you're mean, why are you telling me? I mean, but she was laughing about it, but she was like, you don't like nobody. I mean, it's like, don't say that, because that's not true. I do like people, but I have a low tolerance for a lot of things that people do. That doesn't mean that I'm a mean person. Doesn't mean that I'm a hateful person. It doesn't mean that I don't like everybody. No, that's not true. It's just that, you know, everybody has a preference. That doesn't make you bad. That doesn't make you this and that and the other. Just like, you know, some people may not like what people, you know, I don't know, are moochers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't give an example right now, but people have preferences. And it's just that I don't tolerate a lot of things from people, grown people at that. Because, like, you know better, you should do better. But I don't say, oh, I don't like you. I don't just dislike everybody. No, it's just there's something about her that irritates me. And when I come around her, when, you know, it just she just annoys me for some reason. I just don't know what it is. I don't know if that's the sole reason of why I feel that way. Help me out with that. But I know I have an issue with, you know, worrying about how people perceive me as. It bothers me, because I don't want people to think that I'm a bad person or that I'm a mean person, because I know I'm not. But I know some people in my family thinks I am, because of what, you know, because of how I perceive things. But it's just that I'm just not good at talking to people like that. I'm not good at opening up to people. It's not that I choose not to. It's just that it's a fear of mine. Like, for another example, one of my cousins' wife. It's not, I don't have no issue with her. It's just that when I do see her, she doesn't look inviting. She always look like she don't want to be bothered. Like, she doesn't want to be talked to. She doesn't look welcoming. Like, she doesn't give me a welcoming vibe. So I hesitate to speak to her, because I don't know what I'm gonna get. I don't know if I'm gonna get I don't know if I'm gonna get a pleasant hello. I don't know if I'm gonna get a hello, period. Even though, you know, I was told it shouldn't matter if they say hello or not, you should still say hello. That's fine, but that's not how I operate. If I speak to you, I expect you to speak to me. Just like I would think if someone speaks to them, they would expect a response. I mean, that's just it in a nutshell. And that's why I say I have a fear of rejection, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to go out my way and speak to somebody and then they just ignore me. So, and I'm not saying that she would do that, but she just gives, when I see her, she don't look like she wants to be bothered. She has that look on her face like she doesn't want to be talked to. Then she's usually by herself, off to herself. Like, she's never really, you know, engaged with anyone. So, and I've asked my cousin, I said, what's up with her. This is before they got married or whatever, and he was just like, that's just how she is. She's not mean or whatever. It's just how she is. She's just really quiet. But when I see her, I just, you know, I freeze up. I spoke to her yesterday. It was a faint hello, because I didn't know what I was going to get from her, because she just didn't seem, she don't give me eye contact like she wants to be acknowledged. She's just doing her thing, and it's just like, I just don't know how to perceive that. And so my, you know, mom or whatever, she thinks I'm being standoffish towards her, and it's not that. It's not, I don't have no issue with her. It's just that it's hard for me to open up to her, because the way the vibe she's giving me, it's like she don't want to be bothered. You can tell when somebody doesn't want to be bothered, and when I see that, I don't bother you. That's just anybody. If you look like you don't want to be bothered, I ain't saying nothing to you. It's not about being rude. It's just I don't know what I'm going to get, so I just leave you alone. So that's not me being mean. It's just that some people just don't care, and they just speak whatever. But I think about things like that. If you don't look like you want to be bothered, I'm not going to bother you. It's not me being rude. It's just me being precautious. And every time I see her, that's how she looks. Like she doesn't want to be bothered. Not saying she's a bad person. That's just probably just the way she look. I don't know. But how would I know that if she doesn't give off a welcoming vibe to me? So that's how I am. If you don't look like you want to be, whatever. Now, I do feel bad because my uncle from out of town, he came to visit for my aunt's birthday. And I didn't go up to him, and I didn't speak, and I didn't do it. I'm just not that type of person that just run. I mean, I don't know. I guess because I was just, I don't know why I didn't do that. And I felt bad because I should have, you know, acknowledged him. But I was afraid for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I was just afraid to go up, you know, because all of them was running up to him, like my mother, my aunt, you know, my grandfather. They all, you know, well, he didn't run up to him, but they all went up to him, and then he came and hugged people. But I didn't go up there. I just didn't. I mean, and it's different. And maybe it's because I'm not close to him. I'm not close to him because he moved. I mean, he's like, I don't see him. I barely see him. I haven't, like, I can go years without seeing him. Years without seeing my uncle. So I don't have that close relationship with him. It's just like any other, he is just like any other person, even though I know he's my uncle, but I don't see him much. I don't see him much at all. Like that, yesterday was the first time I seen him since, in 2 years. I don't even think it's been 2 years. I think it's probably been longer than that. Cause yeah, in 2 years. That's the first time I seen him in 2 years, and I have not spoken with him or anything. Now, I mean, he may call me and wish me a happy birthday on my birthday, but that's it. Like that I get a phone call from him from, you know, for, you know, happy birthday, but other than that, and he asked me, he called me, no, he called me, I think he called me on my birthday, and he asked me when I was having my baby shower or whatever. That's the most I talk to him. And I can go years without seeing him, and then I end up seeing him for whatever reason, for either a family event or whatever, or we go down where he is to, you know. But other than that, it's like he's like a pretty much like a stranger. So that's why I didn't go up to him, because I don't have no relationship with him, because we don't talk and we don't see each other. And even when I did see him a lot more when I was younger, I wasn't around him like that. Like, I have other uncles that I've actually lived with, you know, as a child, or been around with a lot as a child. I will go up to them or him before I go up to the uncle that I'm talking about, because I've been around him a lot more. So it's more of like, yes, he's my uncle, but I barely know him. He's barely around. I'm barely around him. So it's like a stranger. Like my friends are, I'm closer to my friends than I am with my uncle. So that's probably why I didn't go up to him and acknowledge him, because it's like talking to, it's like a stranger. It's like, I don't really know you like that. I mean, I know you, but I don't know you because I don't see you. I don't talk to you. We don't pick up the phone and call each other. You don't call me, I don't call you. We see each other maybe once out of 2 to 3 or 4 years, and bam, that's it. Like, I don't have that relationship with him, like that niece and uncle relationship. So maybe that's why I didn't go up there, and that I hesitated to go up there. And I seen him when I was fixing my plate. I did look at him, and he looked at me, but he didn't even say nothing to me. I didn't say nothing to him because I just was like, that's my anxiety. Like, I don't go up to people and speak to people, especially if I don't know you like that, or if I don't, if I'm not comfortable. And I don't, I don't have that close relationship with you. It's not about simple etiquette. It's just the fact that that's just how I operate. If I don't have a comfortable relationship with you, or if I don't really know you like that, I'm gonna hesitate to really open up to you, period. It's not about being mean. It's just it's just anxiety. But that's all I really had to say. I know this is like, what kind of video is this? But I just need y'all advice in the comment section. And please do not be rude. Give me an honest opinion, whatever. And I'll come back with another video soon. Peace.